Hi everyone, it's Joelle. Welcome to day 20 already of the 28-day head-to-toe yoga challenge. Can you believe it? This time focused on some deep hip stretches after our mobility work yesterday. So as you can see, we're beginning standing today with the hands to prayer in front of the chest, closing the eyes. For a few deep breaths, arriving here. And then you can open the eyes, bring the arms out to the side, and we'll take some standing hip circles. So just like we did yesterday, but with the added challenge of some balance work, bringing the right knee up and around and back. And then reversing directions, taking that knee back out and around to the front. Squeeze through the left glutes to assist with balance. Find a spot in front of you to gaze at, which will help as well. And we can set that right foot down. Very nicely done. A real challenge to start out today. And we'll try the same on the other side. So lifting the left knee towards the chest, bringing it around and back. Some controlled articular rotations here in this left hip joint, keeping the rest of the body as still as possible. And let's switch directions. Just a few circles here, getting nice and warm. And last one, you can do it, stay with me. And we'll bring that foot back down. Beautifully done. Shake that off a little bit. And I'll just turn to the side here. We'll pull the right knee in towards the chest again. This time holding it with the left hand and opening up towards the right. So a little bit of a standing stretch here. We've done similar stretches before lying down, but this is day 20 already, so we can do it. And now we'll place that right ankle on top of the left knee for a standing hip stretch. Sinking the hips down. You could bring the fingertips to a wall here for a little assist. And let's press our way up out of that one, standing tall. Before pulling the left knee in towards the chest, twisting towards the side, holding the knee with the right hand. Standing up even taller with the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Breathing here, tummy tight. And let's bring ourselves back to center so we can place the left ankle to the right knee. Sinking those hips to whatever degree feels right for you today. Really challenging our balance. And then pressing up, very nicely done. We'll shake that off again. And step to the front of your mat. Let's inhale the arms up to the sky and exhale, coming to a forward fold. Inhaling halfway to straighten the spine. And exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to plank to lower down. Inhaling into a back bend, and exhale, find downward facing dog. And if all of that was a lot, then just meet us in downward facing dog for a few deep breaths here. Let's inhale the right foot up to the sky, and exhale to step it forward to the outside of the hands. So this is called lizard pose, and you're welcome to stay up on fingertips or flat palms or even forearms. Trying to keep the inside of the right knee pressing in towards that right shoulder. Very deep hip opener here. And we'll make our way back to downward dog, lifting that right leg and bringing the same right leg forward, this time into pigeon pose. So the right ankle comes behind the left hand. And the knee is behind the right hand, and you might be up quite tall here, and that's perfectly fine. Supporting yourself with the hands, or maybe folding your way over onto forearms. You choose. This is a very, very deep hip stretch, so modify it as necessary. You can even bring a cushion under that right hip to give it a little bit more support, if you'd like. And we'll press our way out of that one, coming back to downward facing dog, pedal it out, shake it off. And inhale the left foot up and back to step it forward to the outside of the hands for that lizard pose at any height you'd like. Pressing the knee in towards the shoulder. One last inhale here. And then exhale, press into the hands, bring yourself back into a three-legged dog with the left leg lifted, and swing it back forward into pigeon pose. Finding your expression for today, whether that is lifted up to any level or folded over. And I'm sure you've noticed how these practices in these 28 days build on each other, so hopefully not only are we opening up, but we're getting stronger, we're getting more balanced as we saw earlier today, and also more confident in our bodies as we practice together every day. So I'm so proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of yourself as well. And let's come back up, final downward dog for today. Any little wiggles or movements here before we lower the knees. And find a well-deserved child's pose, reaching the arms out in front of us as the hips come towards the heels and the forehead comes towards the mat. And don't forget about the breath, coming back to those deep inhales and exhales. As we lift our way up out of child's pose, coming to a seated position. Straightening the spine and folding over those legs. So coming forward to any degree that is right for you, and that might just be propped up on fingertips behind you, that might be enough. Or you might crawl the fingers bit by bit out in front of you. And let's straighten the spine once more, reverse the cross of the legs. And we'll take the same posture, sitting up nice and tall, or walking our way forwards into a fold. Wherever you are is just fine, as long as you feel a stretch in the hips, and as long as you're directing the breath wherever it needs to go. And working our way back to a straight spine, rolling the shoulders back. Any little movements here that you need before bringing the hands to prayer. Take a moment to reflect on how this went for you. A bit more of a challenging practice today. And tomorrow we'll wrap up our third week with a flow that concentrates on our adductors and groin, so the inner thigh. So I will see you then. Very well done today. Namaste.